Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
As fighting in the Syrian civil war pushes closer to the Lebanese border, at least 23 Hezbollah militants reported killed and more than 50 wounded in clashes with rebels. We'll have the latest in a live report from the region. Good afternoon and welcome to the News Hub. I'm Simon Constable. With more on the fighting and what it means in Syria, Wall Street Journal's Nour Malas joins us now from Beirut, Lebanon, which is relatively close to where the fighting is going on. Nour, give us the latest on what's happened.
Today is the second full day of fighting in the latest government push to retake Qusayr, which is a Syrian town near the border with Lebanon in rebel hands. And it's very strategic for both the government and rebels. For rebels, it's been a supply route for weapons and other supplies. And for the government, it sits on this very important access that links Damascus in the country's center to areas of the coast that are the Alawite strongholds of the Assad regime.
Now, the fighting, from the footage we're seeing right now and that we saw at the top of the show, the fighting looks very, very fierce. Is this perhaps more important than the Damascus battles that we've seen?
Yeah, it's quite amazing. This is something we haven't seen in weeks. We've seen the military push back several attempted rebel offensives on Damascus, as you say. They've lobbed missiles and launched strikes on parts of Aleppo and other provinces in the north, which have been in rebel hands for nearly a year. But there hasn't been a pitched ground battle for territory like this in some time. And it both shows how strategic this little town is, and it's also a result of recent military gains for the government. So it's feeling emboldened and empowered. And some analysts also say it's likely to further embolden the regime, so it's going to try to take back even more territory now.
Now, we know that Hezbollah has long and deep links with the Assad regime. So are we going to see more Hezbollah fighting with the Assad regime against the rebels?
We have not yet seen such a visible role for Hezbollah in the Syrian conflict so far. And now it's become almost impossible to deny. We have hospitals in the country's east near the border and in the southern suburbs of Beirut, which are Hezbollah strongholds, basically shut down so that they can treat these streams of Hezbollah fighters coming out injured. We have reports of at least 24 already killed in this battle. And it shows how dramatically the Syrian war has changed, from protests in early 2011 to an armed insurgency, and now really a proxy war of sorts that's drawn in Hezbollah to defend the regime and, has the rebels drawing in sort of Sunni militants into their cause.
And very quickly, Nour, inside Lebanon, is the mood okay there? I mean, are people worried that this war spills over from the Syrian border right into Lebanon and engulfs it?
I think it's already spilled over in many ways. We've had cross-border shelling. We've had Sunni and Shiites fighting each other here in Lebanon because of the war. Things are definitely very tense here, and this kind of battle where, actually Lebanese are dying in the dozens is only going to make things worse.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much. Nour Malas coming to us from Beirut, Lebanon. We appreciate your time.